The European Parliament is a unique place in the world. MEPs work there in 24 different languages. Once upon a time, after the flood, men had tried this same experience, building the Tower of Babel. This tower was intended to reach to the heavens. But God blurred their language. As men didn't understand each other anymore, they interrupted their construction and dispersed. Surprisingly, the Tower of the European Parliament in Strasbourg also seems unfinished, but nothing to do with the biblical story. The idea behind this is to symbolize the EU's vocation to expand. For MEPs have clearly not made the same mistake as the builders of the Tower of Babel. They are helped by thousands of interpreters and translators. In the plenary, as in most of the meetings, each MEP is free to speak, listen to colleagues and consult working documents in his own language. But why not use a single language? First, because one cannot compel an MEP to master a foreign language. Anyone should be able to run for office, not just master linguists. As well, any citizen should be able to understand in his own language what happens in Parliament. But multilingualism has a cost of around €280 million per year to pay for 2,000 interpreters and 675 translators. And that's just for the Parliament. For all institutions, the cost of multilingualism in Europe climbs up to €1 billion. Not all documents are translated into all languages. Internally, the bureaucrats use 3 working languages: French, German and English. However, English has largely taken over. At the Commission in 1995, 38% of the documents were written in French, in 2008 12%, and in 2012 7%. German is around 2%, while English is now in 90% of the cases, the language used to write original documents. Multilingualism also allows Europe to preserve a form of diversity, although it is never easy. To translate from each of the 28 languages to all other 27 languages, there are 552 possible combinations. To avoid having to find interpreters able to translate directly from Latvian into Greek, a rare profile, the Parliament services have a tip. They use bridge languages. If an MEP speaks Latvian, the Latvian interpreter will translate into English, and the Greek interpreter will work from the English translation in his language. The only problem with this technique is that it extends the transmission. So MEPs should be super careful about making jokes, because sometimes reactions can take a little too long.